Okay, Boker Tov, as we're preparing for Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, continuing here in the Sefer Kol Dodi, and we see in the Pasuk, in Parashat Ha'azinu, Kanesher Ya'ir Kino, like a eagle that wakes up its children. So Rashi brings down that an eagle wakes up its children not in a sudden way, but rather it comes from afar, it makes a little bit of noise till it gets closer, so it doesn't shock them to wake them up. So too, when it comes to Yom Hadin, Hashem doesn't just shock us and take us from one regular day to now it's Judgment Day. Rather, we start off with the month of Elul, with an entire month, and every day we're being awakened of the day of the Yom Hadin with the shofar every single day, 30 days of Selichot, and then we have Rosh Hashanah, which is Judgment Day. We have a second chance in a certain way to fix it. Or now that we passed the Judgment Day, but our judgment is still open, and for Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, we can really prove ourselves. That we said on Rosh Hashanah, I'm going to be good, I'm going to go in your ways, Hashem, I want you to be my king. Then now prove it. Now you have Aseret Yemei Teshuvah to prove it, and then Yom Kippurim to really ask for forgiveness, and the Tefillah Ne'ilah before the gates close, to really ask and really get this before it's signed and sealed. So we have an entire process of judgment, which is unbelievable amount of chesed that Hashem gives us, and it's not just from one day to the next. And therefore we have to make sure to maximize and to come to the day of judgment properly prepared and do our best to get the best judgment. So on that point, the Shulchan Aruch already says that during Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, some people already during the time of Elul, they try to do things that they don't do all year round. They try to be a little bit more machmir, a little bit more stringent. The example the Shulchan Aruch gives is that they don't eat pat akum. So pat akum, we've explained this before, bread, non-Jewish bread. So non-kosher bread for sure is not kosher. Non-Jewish bread is kosher bread made by a non-Jew. So there is the Midei Rabbanan, one's not allowed to eat it because it could bring to chatnut, it could bring to actually intermarriage, because if this man is making me bread, maybe I'll befriend him, and now I'll marry his daughter. There could be connections, and there's certain barriers that we need to make. But when a person makes a bread like a bakery, and again all the ingredients are kosher, so that's called pat akum, where it's technically non-Jewish bread, but it's actually kosher, and he's not making it for you personally. He's making it for the bakery. He just wants to make money. He's just selling it to the public, and therefore, technically, if one doesn't have regular bread, he could eat that type of bread. So it says in Shulchan Aruch that people during Aseret Yemei Teshuvah and some people during Elul would be stringent, even though technically I'm allowed to have this bread because it's for the bakery, it's for not necessarily for me personally. They would be stringent and not have that bread during these days. And a famous question, and he addresses this here as well, is that maybe it's looking like you're faking it. So, okay, these days I'm not going to be stringent on these bread, and right after Yom Kippur I'll go back to myself. Or not just about the bread, but let's say a person doesn't go to Tefillah. Baruch Hashem, we're here for Tefillah today, it's Selichot. Say a person doesn't usually come. So you know what, Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, I want to come every day. After Yom Kippur, he goes back to his old ways. So is that faking it? Or he was faking it for those 10 days, or but it looks maybe like you're faking it. And not just tefillah, any other type of thing where a person says, you know what, I don't usually do this, I'm going to do this just now until Yom Kippur. After that, okay, whatever. So it's not. He says it's not faking it. It's not called faking it. Why is it not called faking it? He says, imagine, Zrat Hashem, when we have our children's bar mitzvah, so they get excited for their new level. Now they put on tefillin, talit. It's a new level, and we want them to be connected to tefillah. We want them to be connected to tefillin. So a father, let's say, who doesn't normally come to tefillah, what happens? All of a sudden, now my son's going. Now my son's going. I'm going to go with him. And for the first 2 weeks, he's with him. He's with his son, and he's doing it together with him. Okay, it might peter out eventually, but at least for that beginning, he was there together with him. And the point is that hopefully it will leave an impression that maybe, you know what, maybe I'll stay longer than I originally had in mind. That I'll just come with my son for a week or 2 weeks. It might stay longer. So too over here, we're not dressing up. We know this is a level I wish to be on. I wish to come every day to Tefillah. I wish to learn Torah every day. A person says, I don't learn Torah. You know what? During the 10 days I said, I want to learn Torah every day. So that's amazing. So is it my dressing up? No. the thing is that I know that that's at a level I want to get at. I might go back to my old ways after Yom Kippur, but maybe it might make an impression on me to stick with me even after Yom Kippur. And therefore, and exactly, Shalom Lishma Ba'al Lishma, and therefore, fake it till you make it. That's what I say in English, right? This is the time that you say, well, I'm a faker. No, don't worry. You know that that's a level you want to get to. Okay, I'm not there all year round. This is a time now that you could fake it till you make it. Why not? Try it. Go to tefillah every day. Go to learn extra every day. Do the patakum that you didn't do all year round. Whatever that example is, right? And you might be faking it till Yom Kippur. And after that, you know what? It might stick with you a little bit also. And this is a time as well that you could fake it till you make it. To try to, because we know that that's a level that I want to get to. So let's try to advance ourselves. And Be'ezrat Hashem, those advances will stick with us. And will stick with us for the long term, Be'ezrat Hashem. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen. Ve'amer B'yichalen Yev'lakashem V'retzak Kadosh Baruch Hu. V'zakot et Tzilaticha Chibar Le'em Torah Mitzvah Shene'emar. Adonai Hafetz Leman Tzidko Yagdil Torah Ve'yadir.